Pelita Harapan Lippo village succeeded in winning 12 medals in National History Day, Southeast Asia Regional Competition held at British International School. Led by Jonathan David Steely, 23 students gained prizes in most of categories. This is the third time SPH entering this academic competition.
The National History Day competition, held yearly at the British International School, is part of a larger regional competition held in the United States. It's a competition where each of the United States has its own final. There are also 3 international finals, one in Jakarta, one in Korea, and one in China. So our students had the opportunity to go to that final and compete against some of the other high-achieving schools in Jakarta, as well as schools from Oman, Pakistan, Thailand, and other places around Indonesia. It's a great opportunity for them to compete, and if you win, as many of our students have this year, you're able to go ahead and compete against the winners of each U.S. regional in Washington D.C.
Okay, so basically, I'm a 10th grader, so I did this last year. So I joined the competition last year. I actually went to Washington last year as well. So this year, me and my friends decided, oh, let's join this again.
Mentoring the students was done in a lot of ways. First of all, we did sort of an in-class competition where the students got together in their groups and were able to do an initial project. And I used that to sort of narrow down which students were really interested in working hard and really overachieving, and also to find out what the students were interested in. And then, after that, I let them know they'd be able to go to the competition and made myself available to them after school if they wanted to come in and have me look at their projects, give feedback. I used the actual judging sheets from the competition when they were graded so that I could write feedback for every student that I picked right away. They have something to work with to make improvements for their project, and then it was kind of up to them how much they wanted to come meet with me, how much they wanted my input, and to help them find ways to improve their projects before we went to this.
The biggest challenges, I'd say, were those of stress, and as well as problems within the group itself, as we did face domestic schisms between our group members. And I think that we, overall, in the end, our group managed to hold ourselves tighter, and in the end, I suppose that the relationships were deeper due to the project.
It really depends on the school and on the year. Every year, the Singapore American School brings fantastic work. They compete in the junior division, we compete in the senior division, but I always try to show the students their work to give them something to reach for, because it's just exceptional. It's right up there at the top level at Washington, D.C. at the finals, and they have fantastic work. As far as other schools, it varies by year. There were some really good projects out from this year. There was a really good project out from the Singapore Korean International School. Some other schools that have been stronger in the past weren't as strong this year. So there was a variety, but a really good competitive field, and I felt like our students had a chance to show off their mettle against some of the best from the area. Our goal is to push the students to achieve the very best that they can achieve. It's to get them to work harder on a project than they ever have for school, and to see what they can do when they put their mind to it. What I love about this competition, win or lose, is the students get the chance to see what they're capable of. They also get the chance to see what other students are capable of, to open their eyes. Again, when we look at some of the work Singapore American School brings, when we look at some of the work in Washington, when we go down there, it's absolutely fantastic, and it really opens them up to the possibilities. It challenges them, and that's my goal. It's great to win at this. It's great to go to nationals. It would be awesome if we got a group into finals and nationals or place in the top 3. But ultimately, it's about the students learning and the students growing, and the students having that kind of experience that they don't always get when they're surrounded by the same peers all the time.
competition was, I learned a lot from this competition. It taught me lots of life skills, that both social life skills and work life skills. And for the next year, and especially for the next year group that's going to compete in this competition, I have a quote that I want to say. It's not about how hard you hit, it's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forwards. And I think that quote summarizes my whole experience in making this project worthwhile.
One person that I think really supported me was Mr. John, because there was a lot of times when I was really nervous or I thought that I wasn't going to make it, I couldn't do it, there was too much work. I showed him my video like 4 or 5 times for him to check over, but each time I went to him, he's always open to help me. He always gave me more things to work on, and it really encouraged me, as well as my family, because they also told me that, you know, I can do it. They didn't put me down, they encouraged me, and they pushed me to do better and to do more than I could.